Hey, what's going on everybody? My name's Clay and this is the Mad Hatter Media channel. So, let's get right into it. iPhone 12, the blue one. Well, actually, let's take this case off. Alright, so iPhone 12. Not the Pro, just the 12. Okay, so why would a Pro human not go with the Pro iPhone? Just kidding. Anyway, that wouldn't be the case this time, as you can see. I went with the standard iPhone 12 and I've been completely happy with it ever since they released the 12 series of all the iPhones. So yeah, I usually get the Pro models or the top dog of whatever Apple offers for the year, but not this time. Basically, the regular iPhone 12 is so pro already on its own. It feels like the iPhone 12 Pros should just be called the Pro Plus or the Pro Extra, because this is still a full flagship phone. We got wireless charging, 5G, great performance, plenty of horses under the screen. And iPhones have been so stupid powerful for long enough now to where you really just can't go wrong. But hey, look, just a disclaimer, I'm not exclusively Apple or anything. I always carry around the current iPhone for a year and then whatever particular Android phone that I'm interested in for the time being, because we already know that those come out way more often. So I'm very experienced with using Android as well. Anyway, back to iPhone. So to really condense it down and pinpoint what drove me to one side of the fence or the other, it's just that I feel like I need or would even use the few differences that the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro Max have. Did I feel like I needed or really was going to utilize the extra things that you get with the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max? No. There's a few differences anyway. And first of all, one of the biggest things that I take into consideration when deciding which iPhone to go with, I'm pretty much always going to go with the better screen. But this year, they're all pretty much the same. Their 12s and the Pros are both OLED, have the same pixel density, and I think the Pros get a little bit brighter. But other than that, as far as screen size and bezels, it's the exact same screen from edge to edge as the equal size Pro model. So yeah, same size bezels. So when they both come with basically the same great display, it makes you kind of think, what else is there? Well, so obviously there's 2 cameras on the 12s instead of 3 like on the Pro models. But other than that, you have the exact same camera system, except for the 12 Pro Max, where they of course added the larger image sensor. Because phone image processing is so good now, the only way that they can really make it better is by having to put a larger image sensor, which is, again, exactly what Apple did for the 12 Pro Max. And that's fine. It comes with the size and it comes with the territory. So yeah, performance is still top tier and pretty much the same on both the phones. The camera system is basically the same, minus the one lens. And you've basically got to choose between premium build and super premium build. And look, I knew with the Pro models, with the metal build, it was going to come out weightier, heavier. And then sure enough, as soon as I got both of them in my hand, the Pro model was heavy enough to where I just decided I would rather take the lighter phone and run with it. Because again, they have the same battery, processor, screen. There's not much of a difference at all, besides the colorway choices. So yeah, still a premium phone, just not with the all metal build around the sides or the chassis, whatever you want to call it. Nonetheless, all iPhone models for this year now support 5G, ALF 5G antennas. So that's standard across the board now too. And yes, if you were wondering, and if you didn't already know, it does eat into the battery. So we went from having terrible iPhone batteries, and then finally for the 11 series, on the Pro models, they were made thicker because they put bigger batteries in them so they could actually have good batteries for once. And they did. They delivered. We finally had good batteries. But it made it thicker or chunkier, whatever you want to call it, and heavier. And hey, for that boost in battery, it was worth it. But here we are with a brand new design again, back to the square body design and style. And I personally like it. I like the design a lot. Reminds me of the iPhone 4S that I had, just a lot bigger. But again, finally, we had good battery life on iPhones. Something that was needed for so long, until it finally eventually became so in the spotlight that Apple had to address it and direct more manpower to further optimizations. But coincidentally, now that 5G supported phones with 5G antennas are now the standard, well, as we all know, that sucks plenty of battery. So yeah, a lot of phones are smart enough to toggle it on when needed and toggle it off when it's not needed, but still, it does hit the battery. And I'm gonna be honest, battery life on this phone is acceptable. It's okay. Not good. It's somewhere between okay and good. It's alright. So yeah, it'll just last a regular whole day, and then I pretty pretty much have to charge it when I get home. And as most of you know, a lot of Android phones, whether it be from Google or OnePlus or Samsung, don't have that problem anymore. A lot of them can last 2 to 3 days easily, but it's just a drawback being an iPhone user right now. iOS and the Apple ecosystem still does and always will have its perks. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I went with this blue because, well, it's my favorite color out of all the 12s. I'm not too crazy about pretty much any of the colors that Apple's been offering lately when it comes to a lot of their products. But this blue is a nice blue. I like this blue. So look, the user experience is pretty much the same. I just chose the one that was more in my realm of build and design preference. It was an aesthetic as well as a type of build choice that I made. And yeah, I just knew it would be the right one for me. So boom, that's why the guy who always gets the pros didn't get the pro this year. Let me know if it lines up with your thoughts. And yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.